Hit. It should be recording. Yep. Oh my god. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. It's me, Edwin Illuminator, and I may be making a whole new different channel. I'll be honest, completely. I'll be porting all the videos that I've made to that new channel, and this new channel will be more active. I'm gonna have an Instagram account on the channel and everything. This email, I'm not using it as much anymore, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm gonna do that or keep this one. I don't know. I gotta think about it first. But I got the police report a couple days ago. I was able to do that. I was able to get everything but one thing. The only thing I need for the vehicle is literally to someone to come over so they can tell me how much it would cost to fix the vehicle, and then from there the insurance company will decide how much it would actually be to fix it. I don't know if that's gonna happen, and I don't know what's happening, I'll be honest. There's a lot of things in the mix. I've looked at a lot of videos of people fixing up these types of cars, you know, the Toyota Corolla, a deluxe edition, you know, like 1980 something, 1990 something, you know. I've seen a couple. I have ideas in my head on what I want to do with this Toyota, right? Am I gonna do them? I don't know yet. I may just keep the vehicle for a little bit more, maybe get myself more established, because right now I don't have a job. I lost my job because of the crash, because a car got hit, and now I couldn't go to work, and I lost my job, and I'm jobless right now, sadly. And where I'm at, the area that I'm at, it is hell on earth just to get a job. Sorry for the wind or anything. I'm outside at the park again. You know, this feels like therapy for me, coming out here. You know, I've come here many times. I've came here to pray really hard and talk to God himself, you know, here. It doesn't look like much, honestly. It doesn't look that good, I'll be honest, but that's what I've done. And it worked for me, right? But I am trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, because I want to do more things. I like doing content like this. I really do love doing content like this. I just don't do it because it's like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna record my day today, cooking breakfast, dealing with my baby, you know, my baby girl, my daughter. That's finally 3 months since yesterday, right? My wife, who is my fiance, but I call her my wife, and when she turns 21, you know, get married. The fact that I need to wait until she's 21 here in Puerto Rico to get married, because they changed the law when I turned 21. By the way, I'm 29. She's 20. She's gonna be 21. I didn't meet her when she was underage, by the way, so don't come with that. I met her in the Army. She was 18. At the time, I was just turned 27, so I did not know at all. We did not talk about ages for a bit. Does that mean that I did not ask if she was of age? Yes, I did ask. I just didn't get the exact number. And if she would have told me that she was underage, snip, snip, bye-bye, block, never talk to her again, ever. But she was 18. I was like, I was doubtful about it. I'll be honest, I was very doubtful about it. And one of my good buddies, he from the military, now he's out. He got out with me. He talked to me. He was like, "Yo, look, she's of age. You're of age. If you love each other, if you think that this will work out, go right ahead. And if you don't. You don't. You just let it be. You know, you live your life. You say either you stay friends or you block each other, or you live your life. You know." So I gave it a chance, and the chance turned out to be she's 20 now. 29. She's 20, and we have a baby. We just had last year. Yeah, October last year. Sorry, my brain is everywhere. I've been tired. Right? Recently, my left leg has been killing me from sometimes it's my knee, sometimes it goes down to my leg, sometimes it's like my leg, shin, and knee. Right now, it's everything. It's been, I don't know what's been happening, man. Sometimes it's my hip all the way down to my leg. I don't know what's happening. I need to get myself checked out. This is, my hand that got screwed up. Man, just sit down and talk about all of this in the future. Or now, or whatever. I don't know. But what I've been trying to do mainly is help my family. I've not been able to. And I hate the fact that I'm 29 and I've not been able to do anything, And I'm a Christian. I'm Pentecostal. Or Pentecostal. I grew up Christian. I love cars. I love video games. I'm a gamer. I'll play whatever game. I don't care what it is, man. I'm learning to be more Christian, closer to God, because I have I've been swearing. I'll be honest. I've been swearing a lot. I've been not good, and I'm trying to get back into it. And I admit it. Many people won't admit it. I'm admitting it. I'm not perfect at all. I tried to become a pastor. I'm thinking about becoming a pastor. I've been called since I was a child, since before I was even, if you believe in that, because some people don't. I understand if you don't. But if you're a Christian, you know. I was called since the very young age to be a pastor, and I never did become a pastor. And I'm debating on it, and I feel a very strong pull towards it. I love talking about God. I enjoy having debates and talking to people about God and giving the explanations that I do and all that stuff. And I enjoy it. I honestly enjoy it. I don't know if it's gonna become a career. Sorry, my brain is out of it a little bit. I don't know what's gonna happen, I'll be honest. And I'm sorry if the video is rambly. I just need to get it out there, man. I need to get it out there. I need to sit down and talk. I want to build a car community where we're close to God, We accept everybody into our fold. Video games is a plus. Church, 100%. That's all that I'm thinking. I'm not a super duper, smart gearhead. I've figured it out, and I've looked at it, and I'm learning, and I don't study it all the time, but I figure it out. And I'm gonna enjoy it. But am I gonna do it as a way of my career? I don't know. Because I consider the fact, and this is random for me to say, I consider the fact that if you're a pastor, you should work. And if what you're doing as a pastor becomes work, it's understandable. But when you're beginning, if you don't have God's blessing or God's thing, that you should definitely work. Work, get a job. Support yourself. Don't make other people support you. And I don't like my father supporting me financially right now. I don't hate him. I love my dad to death. He's my hero. We have both suffered a lot. Maybe one day I'll sit down and actually talk about how much we have suffered, how much his life has went ups and downs, and he was an evangelist too, and pastor certified evangelist, so he can do both. I'm next to a mechanic shop, so ignore that. Sorry about that. Very on theme. But I have been trying my best to figure out what I should do. There's a big possibility I have another kid on the way already. After the first one, yeah, I already got a second one rolling in. Sorry to say, I be shooting a lot, so I love my wife to death. So it can't be helped. I love her to death. She is my rock. Well, God's my rock. She is my other half. I love her to death. I care about her a lot. I found her super duper attractive, even though she considers herself that she is not attractive. She considers herself ugly. and stupid and all that stuff. I don't know why she does that. I understand though in a way because of her family, and maybe one day, with her permission, I'll talk about it. But I consider her to be the most beautiful woman in the world, in my eyes, right? And I can't live a life without her. You know, I could live without her. You know, if she passes away, that's morbid. That's crazy to say. But I will be depressed and sad and honestly heartbroken for. I would not marry someone else. And many people may be like, well, no, you'll marry someone else eventually. I'm like, no, you don't get it. I'm not gonna marry nobody else. I don't want nobody else's juices. I don't want. Sorry to say that. You know, sorry, out of context. That. But I do not want. And someone may take this video in the future and be like, oh, look what he did. Look what he said as a pastor. I'm like, cool. It's my past. Get over with. But y hablo español también, so I speak Spanish and English. But I consider her. I love everything about her. I love everything about her. Everything from head to toe. I love her. I love her. I love her. You know, I love her. I love her. I give literally. I wear things that I don't. You know, I don't buy myself things. She has to forcefully buy things for me, and my dad has noticed that too. And he forcefully tells me, "Hey, I'll give you some money. Go buy yourself some shit." I'm like, sorry for the shit part. Sorry for that. I'm trying to get better, but I don't buy myself things. I don't put myself first. I never do. You know, I rarely do, and it's like a candy bar. That's why I'm fat. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm in the park. I should be walking, but I'm taking a break. No, I'm not taking a break. I'm just here talking to you guys, and you know. But it's like, I've had a lot of things happen to me. I've had a lot of opportunities just be destroyed, you know. If things would have turned out well when I went to her hometown, I would right now have a business or be working with a good job, I should say. My brain's not burning. I would have a home of my own by now. And I would just come home to my wife, my kid, you know. That's it, right? And I could play video games and be with my wife, and she plays video games, and our baby is great. I love my baby girl so much. I love her to death. And I have a feeling, I'm praying on it. Honestly, I'm going to start praying on it more, because I prayed on the fact that my baby girl was going to be a baby girl, and it turned out to be a baby girl. I'm going to be praying hard, and I'm hoping for a boy. I'm not going to say hope. No, never say hope. I declare that it's going to be a boy. I declare in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth that my son will be born, you know, real soon. She got pregnant, possibly, you know, January or end of December. I don't know. We're going to figure it out a little bit. We're waiting. And it sounds depressing and crazy to say that when we're going through all this, but I know that everything will be all right and everything will get better. I have thought about, and I'm sorry for rambling, man. I'm just saying things. Let me see the amount of time I have left. Damn, I have 13 minutes of straight talking about nothing. Sorry. But I have thought about becoming a handyman, a construction worker, you know, certified and everything. Because here in Puerto Rico, I can make money with that. My father, and the knowledge that I would gain from my father, I would be able to use and make a lot of money in America too. But it's like there's no classes, there's no schooling, there's nothing here in Fajardo. There's nothing where I'm at, honestly. There's nothing. There's barely anything. There's like 2 colleges, I think, here, and maybe a couple technical places, and they're like, nah, they don't have what I want. I don't want to be a barber, even though I'm good at cutting. Apparently, I'm good at lining up and seeing the different layers and all that stuff. I'm good at it. My hands are good at it. I'm good at it. But it's like I don't want to do it as a career. You know, I don't want to do it as a job. It's gonna be a whole. Sorry for the ugly ass hair. I'm balding and I'm old. But it's like, it takes almost a year, and I get that 100%, but it's like, I need money. I need money. I need money. And it's annoying me the fact that I don't have money, or at least some kind of money coming in. I don't want to, it sounds horrible of me to say, I want to be home with my family more. Because I actually want to be there with my kids. I'm planning on putting my daughter, when she's of age to go to school. She's going to be homeschooled, 100%. No takesies, backsies. She's homeschooled. I want to be with my family. I want to enjoy my life with them. I want to be able to work from home, or somewhat work from home, or choose my hours so I can be like, hey, you know what? I worked hard this whole month. I made this much money, or I made these 6 months. I worked hard as hell. So the other 6 months, I don't got to do nothing. You get what I'm saying? It sounds crazy. Sounds stupid, but I want to be here with my family more than work, and I want to be with God, and I don't know, man. I just want to do that. I would do more car content if I had a place, you know, like a garage or my own little workshop and some money coming in, and I would be fixing up that car and making money and new content. I don't know. I'll be honest. I honestly don't know. I'm in a perpetual state of tired, figuring out things, frustrated, and annoyed. And I don't want to sell the Toyota at all. And I don't want to... I don't want to abandon it. I don't want to sell it. I don't want to give it to someone else. Someone may not even fix it and just straight up just throw it in a scrapyard, or junk it, or piece it up and cut it up for parts. You know what I mean? That Toyota is nice. It feels comfy. I find it very nice. I find it very sexy, I'll be honest. I love that Toyota. I want to see it in black, you know. Maybe black, maybe black and purple. Something, I don't know. Maybe not black, maybe something else. Something nice that makes it feel comfy as hell. You know, like that color that makes you go, you know what, I want to drive this all the time. And I honestly don't know. I've been debating on possibly going back into the Army. I don't want to. I left because I didn't want to honestly continue with the process to fully be in the military. I was there for 6 months. It says 7 to 6, but then you look at my paper, it says 5, so they didn't count 2 months. But I've literally told myself, I'm like, hey, if by the time this second kid comes, and I'm gonna be honest, if I don't have anything, not even a job, I'm gonna join back into the Army. I told her straight up, I'm waiting to June 21. I'm gonna join the Army, and from there, yeah, see what happens. Because I don't want to do that. I don't want to leave my island. I don't want to leave the car that I have that's become my project car. You know, I don't want to leave my kids and then fly them over here with my wife and kids. I don't want to leave my dad. He's not going to leave Puerto Rico at all. I know that. He ain't going to leave. If he doesn't want to leave, he ain't going to leave. You know? So I don't know what's going to happen. And I would love for everything to turn out all right. I would love, and I'm hoping and I'm praying, and I know God can do that. And I'm going to declare it now. He will. Everything will change for the better. I just feel destroyed, you know. Sorry for the long ass video. Let me see how long this is. Oh my god, almost 20 minutes again. Sorry. You won't be watching all this, I know that. But it feels nice to talk, you know. It sounds stupid, but it feels nice to talk. It feels nice to communicate. Like, I wish I could just post just Toyota content. I want to fix up that Toyota, man, so hard. I want to fix it up. I want to have it nice. I want it to look pretty as hell, man. but I don't have the means right now, and I don't want it to rot, but at the same time, I don't want to let it go and someone chop it up and it will rot either way. So I need to figure out what I need to do so I can give myself something, right? I'm over here at the park because for some reason at home I feel so trapped and so it feels heavy. Don't know why. It feels heavy. Things have happened. It feels heavy, and I don't feel comfortable. I don't know why. I want to have my own little place. I want to do something. Do anything, man, anything. But I'm gonna chop it up. I'm gonna stop the video here. I'm getting a little peckish. It's already 1. I'm getting hungry. I maybe myself a little snack when I get home and see what happens. And I don't know what I will do, but I hope that I can do something that I will be proud of and my family will be proud of. Mainly I'm proud of, because I know God is always proud of me. You know, I know that when I do good, He's proud of me, and when I do bad, He wants to scold me, mold me, and help me to be better, you know. And sometimes bad things happen so you can be in a better place, you know. I forgot the name of the kid from the Bible where his brothers is from Joseph, right? I think it's Joseph. And he's called Israel now, I think it was. And he has his sons and everything, I think. And if I'm correct, it's been a while. I need to reread it. And his brothers sell him to slavery, basically, and he's bought to the royal family, and he becomes like literally one of the top dogs, like almost under the pharaoh, and he calls his family out and all that stuff. It's crazy. That's how I see it. Like sometimes you gotta get stabbed in the back a couple hundred times. You gotta go through trial and error. You gotta lose a lot just for you to gain, you know, a new life. And I want that. I want to buy a piece of land this year, hopefully. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I want to have my little farm. I want to have my garage with my vehicles that I can work on. I want to have my church. That the first thing I'm going to do when I buy the land, I'll be honest, when I buy the piece of land, I want to put a church right in the middle of the land. I'm going to put a church there. That's going to be the God's church. I'm going to put it right there. I'm not kidding. Right there. Right there. And no one will go in there unless you're going to go be with God. You know, that's the main thing. I'm going to consecrate the whole thing and do everything I feel right, because I'm going to dedicate that to God, because He gave me the land. He gave me everything, and I'm going to give Him a place where He can rest whenever He feels like it on my land. And that sounds, some people may say that's cocky, that's crazy, that's stupid, but I consider honoring my God, my Father, and honoring the Lord Jesus Christ, you know, and the Holy Spirit to come forth together and reside where I call my dwelling place, because they are in the center of it, right? I will always see it when I pass by, right? I will always see the. I'm gonna make it. You know what? I'm gonna make another video, right, about it. But I want to do that. I may actually just draw some things up and make another video later about this, because I like talking about it. It's really nice. And yeah, I hope everything turns out well. I'm not a good person. I'll accept that. I'm a sinner like everybody else. But I'm trying my hardest to help as much as I can, and I've been spat on so many times trying to help as much as I can, and I feel tired all the time, because I'm like, why am I getting beat up when I'm trying to uplift? And it happens. But then sometimes I remind myself, because I'm human and I'm stupid, and I forget that Jesus was hated first. The world hated Jesus first before they hated you. And he suffered way more than us, and he still helps us. You know, he doesn't look at us and go, "Huh, that's nothing. Get better." You know, he's like, "Come here, my kid. Talk about it. Let's help you up." You know, and that's what I'm hoping to do in the future. Maybe talk to people and be like, "Hey, let's help you up." I want to help people. I'm not the model person, you could say. I'm not a good person. I consider myself a mediocre person, but I try my best to help as much as I can. So, like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy the video. And sorry if it's just something you didn't want to watch. I just did a video to do a video, so.